Ever walked into a room full of people and instantly felt like you just walked into the wrong galaxy? Have you ever wondered why the smartest, most self-aware, fiercely independent women, the Sigma females, prefer solitude over socializing? Picture this: a brilliant woman named Kyra. She's a software architect with a mind like a steel trap. She gets invited to a high-powered networking event, a so-called must-attend soiree for the tech elite. Dressed in sleek black, exuding quiet power, Kyra walks in. But within minutes, the noise, the fake smiles, the shallow small talk, it all becomes unbearable. Her energy drains like someone pulled a plug on her soul. So she slips out unnoticed, walks 2 blocks to her favorite coffee shop, and sits alone with her journal. That moment, that's when she truly came alive. Not at the party, not in the limelight, but in her quiet, empowered solitude. Intelligent Sigma females don't just dislike socializing. They despise the artificiality, the energy drain, the obligatory masks society expects them to wear. But why? What is it about social interaction that makes these powerful women recoil? Why do the same rooms that others find exhilarating feel suffocating to them? As Susan Cain said, there's zero correlation between being the best talker and having the best ideas. Royal Realms, if you've ever felt like the odd one out in a sea of chatterboxes, this video is for you. Stay with me, ladies, till the end, because what you discover today might just validate every instinct you've ever had about protecting your peace and embracing your Sigma female power. Let's dive deep into the powerful psyche of the intelligent Sigma female and explore why socializing often feels like an emotional hangover waiting to happen. Now grab your tea, light that candle, and get cozy, because we're about to take the veil off a truth you've always felt but never had the words for. Intelligent Sigma females and the world of socializing. Our socializing, for most people, it's energizing. For intelligent Sigma females, it's like volunteering to get emotionally pickpocketed. You walk in with high energy and walk out feeling like a dried out sponge. But it's not because Sigma women are antisocial. Oh no, ladies, they're selectively social. They crave meaning, not mingling. Sigma females navigate life like chess masters. Every move is intentional. Every interaction must serve a purpose, either intellectually, spiritually, or emotionally. If it doesn't nourish, it's noise. And no Sigma has time for noise. It's not arrogance, it's alignment. Let's be real. Nothing makes a Sigma female question her life decisions faster than a conversation about the weather for the 3rd time in 5 minutes. It's not that she thinks she's above small talk. She just finds it pointless. There's no depth, no authenticity, no spark. And when you have a mind that dances in metaphors, strategies, and deep philosophical wonderings, talking about who's dating who on a reality TV show feels like eating cardboard when you're craving soul food. You see, Sigma females are wired to explore the why of things. They're the type to ask, what drives your decisions in life, instead of, where did you get that purse? So when the room doesn't meet her frequency, she doesn't lower hers. She exits. Energy conservation, the sacred battery. If extroverts are solar-powered, Sigma females are vintage lanterns. You have to protect their inner flame. Socializing in large groups, that's a hurricane waiting to blow it out. They don't hate people. They just prioritize their energy like it's sacred currency. Every interaction has a cost, and Sigma females have a strict budget. They'll gladly spend energy mentoring a younger woman trying to break societal molds, but waste it on gossip and self-congratulatory brunch banter? Nah, pass. Ladies, if you've ever left a social event and needed a 3-hour nap to recover, you're not crazy. You're conserving your divine essence. The authenticity crisis. Here's where it gets raw. Sigma females have a deeply rooted need to be authentic. So, when society expects them to play a role, to be more smiley, more agreeable, more on, they shut down. Because faking it feels like betrayal. She doesn't want to pretend she cares about surface-level friendships or laugh at jokes she doesn't find funny. She thrives in truth, not pretense. That's why social settings full of fluff and fakery feel like mental sandpaper. Ladies, a Sigma female can smell insincerity a mile away, and she'd rather walk barefoot through a cactus field than sit through a phony dinner party. Observing versus participating. Here's the twist. Sigma. Females love people watching. but not in a judgmental way. More like, I'm gathering data for my next novel. They're deep observers. They don't jump into conversations to hear themselves talk. They watch, they decode, they analyze. So while others are mid-convo, a Sigma might be studying tone shifts, micro-expressions, or the subtle power dynamics in the room, participating, optional, absorbing, mandatory. It's not that they're not present. They're just present in a different way. Ladies, it's not introversion, it's investigation. The independent thinker syndrome, Sigma. Females are fiercely independent thinkers. They question everything. They form opinions based on reflection, research, and deep inner knowing. So walking into a crowd that echoes groupthink feels suffocating. Conformity is the enemy. In social settings where everyone agrees just to keep the peace, the Sigma either bites her tongue or drops a truth bomb and watches the room fall silent. It's not to be provocative, it's to be real. She doesn't believe in clicks, trends, or performing for the approval of others. So when she finds herself surrounded by herd mentality, she exits stage left. Time is her wealth. Let's talk about time. Sigma females don't just manage their time. They guard it like a dragon hoarding gold. If the invite doesn't align with her purpose, her peace, or her passions, she's declining with a smile and a locked calendar. She'd rather read one chapter of a soul-nourishing book than spend 2 hours making forced conversation over cocktails. Because, ladies, she knows the ROI on forced socializing is negative. And that's not selfish. That's strategic. Emotional boundaries like fortresses. Sigma females are emotionally intelligent, sometimes too intelligent. They feel everything, which means social spaces can feel like emotional minefields. One passive-aggressive comment, one attention-seeking outburst, it all registers. And since they don't do drama or codependency, they often avoid those scenes altogether. It's not fear, it's wisdom. They've learned that protecting their emotional space is non-negotiable. Because when your mind is this sharp, and your heart this deep, you don't hand out access to just anyone. Silence isn't awkward, it's sacred. Let's break a myth. Silence doesn't scare Sigma females, it feeds them. They're the women who sit in a cafe, sipping black coffee, watching the world move, and never feel alone. They meditate, they journal, they reflect, and in silence, they grow. So when people try to fill every gap with chatter, it feels like a theft of serenity. Ladies, your silence is a superpower. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Legacy over likes, Sigma. Females aren't here to be liked, they're here to leave a legacy. While others chase popularity, they chase purpose. While others attend parties for visibility, they build in the shadows. And while others post for clout, they live for impact. Socializing often feels like a distraction from their mission. That mission, creating, leading, mentoring, building, healing, whatever aligns with their unique calling. So if socializing gets in the way of that, bye, Felicia. Royal Realms, if you've nodded, laughed, or sighed in relief at any point in this video, welcome home. You're not cold, you're not weird, you're not antisocial. You're a Sigma female, intelligent, independent, intentional. You walk paths others avoid. You speak when there's value, not just volume. And you protect your peace like royalty protects a crown. So, the next time someone asks, why don't you come out more? Look them in the eye and say, because I've mastered the art of being full alone. Ladies, carry this message with you. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to stand alone and shine. Watch this video again if you need a reminder. Share it with another Sigma queen who needs to hear this truth. And above all, stay awake on your Sigma female journey. Your peace, your purpose, and your power depend on it. Until next time, stay unbothered, stay brilliant, and stay boldly you. Royal Realms, we out.